Good morning, I'm Neva Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Friday, 12th of April. In this update, O.J. Simpson is being remembered for the way his trial divided and changed America. The former American college and NFL star has died at the age of 76 from cancer. Simpson was controversially cleared of the double murder of his wife Nicole Brown and a friend in 1995, in a case that divided Americans down racial lines. Legal analyst Ariva Martin says TV coverage of the case gripped America and the world.
It really changed the way I think Americans thought about criminal trials. It definitely created a whole genre of trial and crime-related television and content.
Simpson was sentenced to 33 years imprisonment on charges of armed robbery in 2008, but he was released in 2017. New Zealand and the United States have recommitted to their strategic partnership, pledging to work more closely than ever on shared values and interests. Foreign Minister Winston Peters has been meeting with US Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Washington, D.C. Peters says the pair discussed the crucial and urgent role the US plays in achieving a ceasefire in Gaza and the need for ongoing military support for Ukraine. Blinken has praised New Zealand's leadership role, not only in the Pacific region, but on the global stage.
Challenging time in a challenging world for the United States. There's nothing better than having strong partners like New Zealand.
Today's expected to be a continuation of yesterday's poor weather, with multiple orange weather warnings in place. Around 70 households in Blenheim Spring Creek are advised to evacuate by 9 this morning because of fears of the Waido River rising. State Highway 6 is closed between Ross and Makarora, and the section between Fox Glacier and Franz Joseph will remain closed until at least Monday. Met Service says a rain band will continue to move up the country, with this morning's commute expected to be a wet and windy one for the upper North Island. An economist says the government is taking on debt for the wrong reasons. Finance Minister Nicola Willis told the Finance and Expenditure Select Committee yesterday she would be doing additional borrowing in the budget, but not for tax cuts. Council of Trade Unions economist Craig Rennie says that doesn't make sense, as the money will be coming from the same pot. He says there's nothing wrong with borrowing if it's done to fund long-term assets.
Roads, schools, hospitals, even training is a great thing to borrow for. But if you borrow for tax cuts, you're essentially borrowing from the future just to give some people some money today.
Auckland and Christchurch airports are preparing for a busy weekend as school holidays begin. Hundreds of thousands of travellers are expected to arrive and depart both centres between today and Sunday. Chief Customer Officer Scott Tasker says although available flights are still down 15% on pre-pandemic figures, it's expected all will be full. And in sport, Ryan Fox has produced moments of dominance in the opening round at golf's 88th Masters. Rowing great Mahe Drysdale hopes the International Olympic Committee feels shame at the lack of action after a pioneering move by World Athletics to pay prize money to Paris Games gold medalists. Sydney have beaten Newcastle 22-20 to open the sixth round of League's NRL, and swimmer Lewis Clearbert has fallen a split second short of the Olympic 400 metres freestyle qualifying mark at the National Championships. I'm Neva Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.